David, join it.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I clicked the thing.
I'm here by myself.
I clicked the thing.
Click
That
it.
last one after he says spoopy.
Yeah.
Click it again.
I clicked it again.
Oh, look, absorbing chickens in here.
Fucking Boris.
I was going to tell you why Slavs squat. Although I can't start it unless you're looking at it. Boris is good.
Boom, boom, boom. Will says, I hurry.
So is William back yet?
He says he's hurrying. That's all I know. I just texted him.
Well, you know, tell him to think about a hotter woman and get.
I mean, do y'all want to go ahead and start and let him catch up?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
The Slav squat. Oh yeah, we're in this room.
I'm just getting to where I was. There we go.
And we are doing the tune.
Yep. Okay.
I'm back with my pizza.
Welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and start, I think. So, when we last left off, you all had entered the pillared hall and found the throne that is both key and keyed. And through sheer luck, determination, and stubbornness, you found the button on the throne that opened the secret passage to a narrow hallway beyond.
Woohoo!
You also found a crown that was cursed to blind whoever wore it if they left that room, and successfully removed it from your companion Doggy's head without turning him into a pile of gray ash. You also found a pulsing red-orange gem that detect magic and identify, say, are a gem of wishing.
That's right.
Pretty happy about that.
And that is where we left off from last week. So, currently, it is Garrett's turn in initiative.
Oh god. What were we doing?
We just opened up this secret passage right by the tomb.
By the throne, you
Oh
mean?
yeah, and I'm still lashed to you.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I are bound together. Because I was floating earlier.
We still have one more sets of pillars to go through, so I'm gonna.
No, we don't.
keep
No,
tied.
you're clear of the pillars.
You and I are here.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna undo the bindings and hold a. Keep holding my spell.
All right. No one's going to go through the hallway beyond?
Not yet.
We'll probably cycle through to my turn.
Okay,
Well, I gotta untie myself.
fair enough. Will's not here yet. Doggy's not going to be here tonight, probably. So, Lady Montagna, it is your turn.
All right. Being the bravest and wisest of the bunch, I will move forward into the tomb, or into the hallway, up to this dais right here, where the steps seem to start.
Okay.
I will freeze.
The walls of the area ahead are untarnished and gleaming copper panels set between rare wood inlays with ivory. The ceiling is silver, formed so as to reflect and amplify light brought into this place. The chamber widens to the south, where a set of gently sloping steps leads upwards. The 6 steps from nearest to farthest are made of onyx, pink marble, lapis, black marble, yellow serpentine, and malachite. Make me a... Hang on, I have to see what ability score that is, because it does not tell me. It just tells me what effect it's based off of.
Ain't that lovely?
The Rainbow Steps of Doom.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about it. Although if anyone were to cover the rainbow steps, it would probably be My character.
Make. Welcome, Will. You missed one round of nobody doing anything.
Except for you, who is dead.
No, that's not what happened. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please. David?
Fuck's sake.
Yep, right off.
With the stuff is so bad.
That's not too bad.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's good enough.
Oh no.
What's happening to David?
So,
I went through the doorway that was set in the throne that we pushed.
We found the Technicolor steps over here.
so
Found the Technicolor
yeah.
steps of madness, apparently.
So, halfway up the steps, on the black marble step,
Yep.
lays a large cylindrical key of bronze. It terrifies you.
He's literally terrified.
Do I have to move in any way, or am I just?
You are frightened.
Terrified.
You are frightened of it. The frightened condition. You cannot willingly move closer to the key.
Guys, there's a key in here. It's giving me weird feelings.
And it is Hathy's turn now. That would be John.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I have no idea what to do. So,
It'd be weird if it wasn't him.
yeah.
Come in here and look at the key.
Okay, have y'all checked it for magic yet?
Nope.
No, of course not. I was the one that ran in there. I haven't done any checks at all.
Well, that's what I would assume.
I ran in there and
tell you, I
experienced
walked
the
in there.
effects.
He ran in and
Got scared shitless
Yeah.
of a fucking key on a step.
Yeah.
He got feared.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a woman now.
He is a she.
Now.
Misogyny.
And they're very scared.
Let's see.
Just keep the them pronouns.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do a perception check. Checking for traps or secrets.
Okay.
And if that's a trap.
Well, you see the key, so I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw. That's not the good one.
You don't want to get anywhere near that key. It's bad. It's bad juju.
Would my character run away in fear?
You don't have to. It's the frightened condition. All it says is that you have disadvantage on ability checks against it. It's a key. And you cannot willingly move towards it.
Well, I will stand there paralyzed in fear then, taking a space in the hallway.
Garrett, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna move into the hallway in between the two friends. and
Okay.
Look at it with my special eyes.
Yeah, you definitely see it, so guess what I need you to do?
Make that wisdom save.
We're at an
Yep.
upside down traffic light right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Just looks like a regular key to you. You don't know what the deal is.
The fuck's wrong with you people?
It's creepy.
It's
Look
a
at
key.
It's reflective.
Do you still have Detect Magic going, Garrett?
Well, I always have to take magic. It's I specialize.
I suppose.
Oh.
Which site? Or
Which site? Devil sight.
yeah, you've
And
got.
I still should have true seeing on too.
I'm trying to see what.
lasts an hour.
Yeah. So there is some sort of enchantment spell on the key that may be the source of their irrational fear of it.
One would imagine.
it's gonna eat my children!
Don't have kids yet. And that's about 25 feet away?
It's on the middle step, so however far away that is right now.
20-ish feet.
It's on
My...
it's on this step, the black marble, because it goes onyx, pink marble, lapis, black marble. So it's on the black marble step.
Okay, so it's
up
about
here.
25.
Yeah.
How far is Mage Hand? 15? No, 30 feet. I'm gonna Mage Hand the tree with my held spell and bring it towards me.
Okay.
Just grab it. Force grasp it.
The two of you do not like the other two of you do not like that, but it doesn't force you to.
It doesn't force them to move because they cannot willingly move towards it.
Yeah, but it does not make them move away from it.
I'm gonna hold on to this forever.
I'm just pressed up against the side of the wall, just like, why are you doing this?
Ulfgar, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Fucking
You are. Let's see.
How did we open this, by the way?
There was a button on the throne.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're still holding the Gem of Wishing, by the Gem of Wishing, by the way.
Yeah, what was the deal on that?
No one knows yet. No one's used it.
If you break it, you get a wish, or something?
If you activate it, use its command word, you get a wish.
You activate it.
Yeah.
I mean, is there some secret command word, or do I just...
Identify gives you the command word, which you all cast on it to confirm what it was. So.
All right. We did. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All right, you're in range of the key. I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I didn't think I could see it. Crap.
It's an aura spell. You don't actually have to see it.
I didn't know. Where's my
It's because I was obfuscating that fact.
curses? Quite literally.
No, not a curse. Just a.
Wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yep, Wisdom.
Oh boy. Let's see what this is when I roll it. Nice.
You go no further forward.
I feel like I should stop right here.
You can't see the key, but you just feel an overwhelming sense of dread that tells you,
Yep.
like more than the tomb itself normally gives off.
Hathy and I on the critical wisdom fails.
I'm just like this.
The two of you are just looking at each other, doing that like anime, like that stupid like cartoon or anime, just continuous scream of terror. It's like, ah! Ah! Ah!
Meanwhile, I was like, man, you should see my boss. He's way worse than a fucking piece of metal.
All right. Doggy is
Literal Satan.
next in the initiative order, but he's not here with us.
Literally the devil.
Lady Montagna, the key is now behind you, so you can technically move further into the room.
You're welcome. Matter of fact, I'd say you're actually predisposed to move up those stairs.
Yes. Okay.
Also, who has the movable rod? Is it you or me?
I think you do, Garrett.
Okay.
The doors at the top of the stairs are 14 feet wide and 28 feet tall, so they're twice as tall as they are wide. They are made of solid mithril. And Garrett, you can tell that they are super laced with a bunch of magical spells that you feel pretty much will make them absolutely spell and magic proof.
Nice.
Where the valves, they keep calling them valves, where the doors meet at about waist height is a cup-like depression, a hemispherical concavity with a central hole.
Does it look like a keyhole, or does it...
It looks like it could fit that second key, but it's got that odd, like, spherical depression in it as well.
Hot.
I wonder if we have to give it the wish spell or the wish stone.
Could be the Wish Stone. You also have the Scepter
Oh, that's right.
with the gold and
Which one of
silver
the-
ends.
Which one is it?
Was one of them a ball? Is that what you were asking?
No, I was gonna say was one of them mithril, and then I remembered it's
Gold and silver. No.
Silver and
silver
gold.
and it's made of electrum.
Yeah. But to be clear, it is a. Where's the description of it? Give me a second here. It's a gold knob on one end and a silver cap on the other. So the gold end is a rounded spherical knob, while the silver side is like a decorative cap.
Well, I've still got that staff, so.
Yep. It looks like either one of those would fit into the space of the depression,
Ugh, God.
and it looks like the hole in the middle could take a key.
Ooh.
So you're not sure. You've got options here. It does not look like it would fit the gem.
Okay.
It looks like it could fit either the rod or the key.
Yes. I remember
Well,
you also have the golden.
Alexa, stop.
You also have the gold key from earlier in the dungeon.
Can we use that on something though?
Not yet.
Where did we find that key at?
The room with the chemical vats.
Yeah, on the bottom.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no, you did use a key. You used it on the door to this chamber.
Oh
There was-
yeah, because we needed the swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a door before that. The door in the X-shaped hallway had the lock that needed the key.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to just end my turn there, backed up against the wall.
Okay.
Or against the door, I should say. Because fuck that noise.
All right then. It is John's turn. John is still behind Garrett. So,
Do I have to make a wisdom saving throw in order to move past this thing?
you can't.
Is it just an X amount of time?
24 hours.
Ooh.
Frozen from it for 24 hours?
Unless the
Yeah,
spell is ended.
Oh. Well, I will stand here. Can I make actions towards it or no?
You can. You would have disadvantage on rolls if the spell you are using requires a roll. What level is the spell?
What if it requires a save?
Then that's not on you.
Can a fucking key save?
No, so it would just automatically fail.
Oh.
I would cast Dispel Magic.
At what level?
I'm not standing here for 24 hours. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
Third level. If
Oh.
roll the beat is a 17.
Okay.
Garrett can touch it. Garrett can touch it freely, so you're not. It's not like you're trapped there. He can just toss it behind you, and
No,
then you
but-
can just keep moving.
You might need the key later, is the thing.
Oh.
So you're
yeah.
casting
Well, what
the
if he puts
spell
it away?
magic on it.
What if he puts it away?
It's
Do
an
you-
aura.
Oh. You can't move towards the aura.
Just testing my rolls here.
Now
It has disadvantage. Because it's an item and has disadvantage on the save, I just double check that roll. So it rolls a 2! So the spell is dispelled.
It could be a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
I take the win and move forward. And then I end my turn there. Whoever goes next wants to start going.
Okay, go ahead and move your character.
See, you're all a bunch of idiots.
Well, it was the antipathy spell, which is a level 8 spell, which is why it was so ridiculous. With the 24-hour save duration.
Wow.
And anybody who saved initially has to make the save again every minute.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is a good thing. Otherwise, Garrett would suddenly be like, "Oh God, get it away from me!"
I see what you mean now! Huh? Just throws it. Throws it at one of you, and it just becomes this game of weird key hot potato. Y'all are in each other. Okay, that's... Alright. Ulfgar. Or Aiden, excuse me. Garrett, it's your turn. You have the now disenchanted key.
Sweet. Well, I'm gonna move to, well, technically here,
Okay.
and I am going to attempt to mage hand the key into the slot.
I'm clenching my butt.
Okay. David,
Oh no.
Yeah.
because you're the one adjacent to the door,
Yep.
you take 10 lightning damage as electricity arcs out of the keyhole.
Why?
I'm just laughing from the bottom of the steps. This key is amazing!
Oh, come on now. That wasn't necessary.
I think it's like a video I saw once. You got to put them both in at the same time.
There's only one keyhole.
Anybody want to try the
Does
iron rod?
the door open?
No.
That's what she tried to say,
well-
but they did it anyway.
Then I'll pull the key back.
Okay. And,
Well, I mean, as you.
Anybody want to try the rod?
Will, it's your turn. Well, the rod, Lady Montaigne has the rod, so David
I've
can
got
try it
the
on his
rod.
turn, yeah. And he's got two options with the rod. He's got the gold end and the silver end.
Once you're done jerking on the floor in the bowl of your own piss, why don't you try that rod?
Didn't have a rod anymore. What happened? Did we reverse that?
No, he has a rod.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I
You
have-
still a rod?
I have- I lost a rod, so I had to pick up another one in the last room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. There's a little exchange there, like
So I can.
It was the rod that
Move
disabled the
forward.
curse on the crown Doggy took.
Yeah.
God,
I have the immovable rod. He has the weird
The scepter.
crown rod.
The scepter, yeah.
Okay.
The scepter.
I'm going to move. Wait, where am I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into the room.
Okay.
And can I use my perception on this door to try to see if I've ever seen a trap like this, or like a locking mechanism like this before,
You certainly can.
to see if I know? Can I get advantage because it's stonework?
Sure.
Great.
Matt, did you take the 10 or were you trying to?
You need to. I haven't done it yet. You just think the doors are heavily enchanted. Like, I mean, you've seen that before in like Dwarven vaults and stuff, where they just layer spells onto these doors until they're pretty much just impervious to anything but the required key. And you've seen all sorts of different like methods of opening doors. You've seen doors where you've got to take like 4 amulets from different dwarven houses and press them into like recesses on the door. You've seen one where you've got to like lean into the door and whisper a command word. Like you've seen
Amulet doors, password doors, your key doors, your boiled doors, your bow.
That was a quality joke.
I mean, any of the options that you sort of that the party has sort of sussed out might open the door. You think all of those could possibly be correct methods?
Together.
That's even a possible answer.
What you've given us is essentially the
Nothing.
equivalent to the plot in The Incredibles, where if everybody's super, nobody is.
Yes. Exactly. I'm Buddy. Or the door is Buddy.
Yeah.
He's syndrome.
Syndrome.
It's not funny.
Go home, buddy.
All right.
I tell them what I know about it, but I pretty much have my turn there.
Okay. So then, Lady Montaigne, you have the scepter in your hand. You're slightly electrocuted.
Toss me the key. I say to Aiden.
I'll let you.
Through the floor.
I will let you do that out of
Out of
turn. Yeah.
these.
He's still got it in his mage hand. I assume he can
Yeah.
just kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of wave it up to you.
Yeah. Well, it's already. It should already be right there. It may have just dropped on the floor after it. You know.
Yep.
Anyways, I have the key.
Okay.
I have the scepter.
Okay.
The gold has worked for me so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the gold orb ready
Okay.
above the indent and the key ready.
Okay.
And start them at the same time and turn the key.
You can't physically do that.
Okay.
The key slot is in the middle of the indent.
Oh, I see. I see. I thought they were two different things.
No.
Is there a?
And you saw when the key went in that it sticks out far enough where you could not stick both in at the same time.
Okay, I see. Is there a? I'm gonna inspect the scepter. Is there a hole in either end
No,
where I can insert the? There's not.
there is not.
Okay. What's the key made out of?
Bronze.
What was the other key made out of that we had?
Gold. Or something that appears to be gold, although it resisted Aquaresia, so it's either super enchanted or some unknown metal that you've never seen before. But it has the appearance of gold at the very least.
I don't know how weird D&D can get to where, like, if you put two atoms together, they can fuse into one.
Um,
Kind of what I'm doing right now.
Probably not.
I'll stick the gold into the scepter in. Why not?
Okay.
He's gonna stick it in.
It worked last time.
The massive mithril doors swing quietly open.
This is the best staff of all time. And I just imagine Wave, like, grumbling behind me.
Yeah.
Alright, can someone throw me a heal? Just whoever's got heals next turn, go ahead and toss one at me.
I kick Lady Montaigne in the back.
I'm sorry, Mr. Acerak, it's her fault.
Said throw you a heal.
All right. This imposing chamber has a silvered ceiling, just as the foyer has, so it is brightly illuminated by the reflected light of any torches you have brought with you. The walls are of ivory, inlaid with gold. The floor is polished agate. In each corner stands a statue of black iron, easily 9 feet tall. The one to the northeast stands with a saw-toothed, two-handed sword raised to strike. The northwest, a huge spiked mace. Southeast holds a wicked spiked morning star. And the one in the southwest has a Volg.
A what?
I don't know. Give me a moment and I'll find out.
That's the first thing Matt has ever said he didn't know what it was.
I've seen it before. Okay, it's a type of polearm. A halberd, essentially.
Okay.
Okay. That is a rare occurrence for Matt to just. I don't know. Can you spell that?
Sure. It is spelled V. Where'd it go? Voulge.
That is weird.
It's a specific form of halberd.
And spear combined, but not the typical.
Yeah, it's like the axe head's like upside down. It looks weird.
It's like if you put a hatchet on the end of a stick with the hatchet end on the stick, and the handle was sharpened.
Yeah.
That is the dumbest weapon I've ever seen.
Garrett, stick a picture of it in Discord.
I got the Wikipedia picture.
Yeah. Near the center of the room is a large bronze urn, filigreed with gold. A thin stream of smoke issues from a tiny vent in its brass stopper. On the southern wall stands a granite sarcophagus that appears to be damaged. Flanking the sarcophagus are two large iron chests.
Okay.
Well,
I guess it's still my turn. I'd like to make a perception check right in front of me to make sure the floor is not going to drop out and kill me.
What do you say again?
I'd like. I said I'd like to make a perception check for traps.
Sure.
The Volg is a French weapon. Must be why it's so weird.
You don't see anything. I had seen the word before, Garrett, as a type of polearm, but I'd never actually seen a picture of it, so I couldn't describe it. I was like, I know it's a polearm.
I didn't know it was a polearm, but I'd seen it used before. I just was too lazy to look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used during the 100 Years' War. Jesus.
All right. I am going.
I'm sure it was an anti-horse weapon.
I'm going to take 15 feet of steps into this room.
Okay? As soon as you step into the room, you feel your connection to Wave become suppressed, and you can no longer feel Wave's consciousness tied to your own.
Oh, great.
Do I know if this is just like a null magic field?
That is exactly what it is, yes.
Oh. Gross.
Now, within this null magic field, will the inherent abilities of Wave, such as Cube of Force, still work?
No.
Okay.
The only magical effect that works within a suppressed magic area is Detect Magic and Detect Good and Evil. Those are the only two spells that continue to function.
Okay. I will end my turn here.
Okay?
I'll wait for everyone to catch up with me.
So my eyes of the Moonkeeper wouldn't work anymore?
Exactly.
So your fucking eyes revert back to normal?
Yeah, my demon eyes go normal for a minute.
Must be like going blind.
Well, your dark vision eyes still work, because that's not a magical effect. That's just seeing through darkness. Your other eye effect is Detect Magic, which still functions. So, but Eyes of the Runekeeper that lets you read, yeah.
I should be able to read this, but I can't. Wait, let me look at it from the doorway.
It's like when you're having a stroke.
It would still affect it.
Looking at words and you just can't.
To quote that achievement hunter, Bruce did Animated Adventure. I wanted to write chum, but when I woke back up, I had written jums. I think you had a stroke. John, it's your turn.
Wait, don't I have a spyglass?
Did Garrett pass it?
No.
You go before Garrett.
You're before me.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to here,
Okay.
and
Again, you feel the effect of any magic items in your possession become suppressed as soon as you enter the room.
okay.
Would the rod still work?
The immovable rod? No, it's a magic item.
We're looking for traps and/or secret doors.
You do not see any. You just see the urn in the middle of the room with the loosely smoking stopper, two chests, and a sarcophagus.
Matt, when you said the sarcophagus looked damaged in what way?
Like, it does not say, so I assume like somebody tried to break into it.
Okay, like, yeah, I was about to say, like, cracked on the sides. Is the lid broken open? Does it
Yeah.
look like it opened its
Okay, here it goes. The end of the thing nearest the wall is... That's a weird description. I'm quoting the book here, is stove in and shattered.
Okay, so someone smashed in the
Yeah.
in the sarcophagus.
The head section of the sarcophagus.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone's. Okay. So, okay, gotcha. I'm with you. So we're obviously in the part of the tomb where we're talking about the Iron Men and their grim visage. They do more than meet the viewer's eyes. The Iron Men
in the corners.
It's the 4 suits of armor.
Golems wouldn't work in an anti-magic field, would they?
No.
What? Oh my god, if you were Warforged and you got stuck in an anti-magic...
Warforged are animated not by magic, but by a living soul, so that is different.
Okay. Because if you just, like, reached the door and just, like, fell forward...
Collapsed. And terrify the rest of the party.
Iron Man just stop and just lean forward and fall on the ground. Stop.
It's like that sound effect when R2D2 gets hit by the
I don't like that.
traps.
Hathy did not see any traps either.
I don't want to.
Garrett. It's your turn.
I don't like that room.
It's a good room.
It's a bad room. Too much anti-magic.
Keep in mind that any spellcasters also would have their magic suppressed, enemy or ally.
I'm guessing the anti-magic field is coming from the urn.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know anything about the urn? Maybe it's just some super special magic
Sure, make me an Arcana check.
thing.
Make me an Arcana check. Make me that Arcana check. Also, Garrett, your magic eyes show you that the anti-magic effect is the room itself. Like the wall, ceiling, and floor are all impregnated with the spell.
This makes me feel like it's a trap for the thing that's in the sarcophagus.
And also, we kind of need to check out those metal men.
Yeah.
They each also give off a magic aura.
Okay, don't touch the urn. I imagine if we try to fuck with it, the anti-magic field goes down, and those things will try to murder us.
Also, your Arcana check. Arcana check, Garrett. That pretty much that's what you think from your Arcana check.
Okay. I am super correct always. I'm the smartest person in this room. Shut up.
Ulfgar, it's your turn.
Okay, so
So let me ask you a question, Will. You said when we started this, and I want you to tell me if this is actually true, at least lore-wise somewhat. Is this the same Ulfgar from the other campaign?
100%
Okay. That will be important in a second.
fascinating.
Yep. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. So, as you're looking into the room, you see what I've already described. But you get some extra information because of your character's history.
Nice.
So, the urn in the middle of the room looks familiar to you, although it's much larger than the one you've seen in the past. So you remember the whole incident with the deck of many things in the other world you're from, and how one of the items you got from the deck was an Afridi bottle.
Yes.
Explain.
Well,
Genie lamp.
to you, Ulfgar,
Bottle.
that urn looks like a giant version of the Afridi bottle. It is shaped exactly the same. The stopper looks the same. It's just bigger.
He's got the greedy dwarf chuckle going.
Now you know that Afridi of the various jinn from the elemental chaos, the Afridi are very well. They're the fire jinn, so they're very easy to anger. So you feel that you're pretty certain this, if this is an Afridi bottle, and you're not certain because it could just be made to look like one, but if it is an Afridi bottle, you know that damaging it before you open it, or breaking it and releasing the Afridi, would result in the Afridi being very angry.
Oh. Okay.
But opening it normally, which would free him without like bashing his home around and causing him to have extra dimensional seasickness, might result in the Afridi thanking you and granting you wishes.
Or it might result in our souls being siphoned out.
You don't have one.
We are in the Tomb of Horrors.
But I will. I tell my companions. I was in possession of one of these. I had it, and actually I never made full use of it at all. But I had it.
In a null magic field, though, can a djinn even exist?
Yeah, how would that work?
Oh shit.
Oh, I think I get it. Maybe.
You feel Afridi can exist in it. You feel that probably the chamber is set up to trap the Afridi from being able to leave.
Mm.
Yeah, so I tell them though that definitely under no circumstances should anyone damage the urn, and should not let any damage come to the urn from any outside force, if at all possible.
But you're saying there's a chance of wishes.
That's indeed what I'm saying.
Very interesting.
We'll do it.
Okay, so I've moved in 25.
You fucking do it.
Whatever, I'll double move.
Shit.
Also, the statues and the urn are super magic.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised by the urn. I would like to see. Can I remove the stopper from the urn to let the Afridi out?
Sure, if you want to.
I would like to try that.
Okay.
You may wanna rub it first and kind of press it.
I mean, I would like to do what would be the best action.
You've had an Afridi bottle in the past, and you know the general gist of using them.
Give it a good rub.
Yeah.
Whack your dick on it a couple of times.
No, opposite of what you want to do.
All right.
Dimensional seasickness and whatnot.
Ooh, fuck.
So.
Oh yeah.
So. So.
All right.
Let's see.
Worth it.
All right. The Afriti appears
Okay.
as a red-skinned creature. Trying to see how big it is.
Big ass genie looking motherfucker. He doesn't look like Genie from
No, Genie is a
is a genie. He looks like Jafar when he got turned into a genie.
yes. Well, there's 4 different types of jinn, each bound to one of the elements. So an Ifrit is a fire jinn. Genie from Aladdin, it was either an air or water jinn. I can't remember.
Did they assign him like an actual djinn? Like,
Well, they're colored differently. The fact that he is blue means I think he's a water jinn, which is a Mirad? I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. Let's see. Does not say his size for some reason, and it's not giving me a character sheet, which is interesting.
Size large from the token.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Oh, there's his character sheet. Yeah, large. All right. This red-skinned Jin wearing what appears to be like scale mail of some kind. Very, very resplendent. He's covered in jewelry. Appears and sort of looks around the room and sees you, sees Ulfgar holding the stopper, and says, "At last, I have been freed from my prison. I would thank you, my friends. Please, allow me to grant you 3 wishes."
Oh boy.
This is you, Will. You pulled the stopper.
Well, he said we get 3 wishes. I mean, I'm not just gonna sit over here and just pop 3 wishes right off the bat.
We should probably wish for information.
If I thought I could make good use of it, I would wish that we were all at our fullest combat potential. Level 20.
That's a good wish.
It's a decent wish, but
I think that's a solid wish.
It's a pretty good one.
I mean, if you don't want to,
That'd be a good wish to wish for Gestalt.
Behold.
yeah, I'll wish for this. I'll wish for the Tomb of Horrors to also be Gestalt.
No.
Just like Matt's like having a meltdown.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
That's not gonna work.
A shadow dragon.
Yeah,
That's unwinnable.
you're too far into the tomb for that.
True. Well, what do you think we should wish
would
for,
ruin
guys?
I say we wish for information.
So you have. Let me read you what the wish spell can do, other than the wish for anything like nebulous section. Okay. You can wish for up to 1 object of up to 25,000 gold in value that's not magical. It can be up to no more than 300 feet in any dimension, and it appears in an unoccupied space you can see on the ground. You allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points, and you end all effects on them as described in Greater Restoration. You grant up to 10 creatures you can see resistance to a damage type of your choice. You can grant up to 10 creatures you can see immunity to a single spell or other magical effect for 8 hours. For instance, you could make yourself and all of your companions immune to a Lich's life drain attack. You can undo a that's what it lists. You can undo a single recent event by forcing a reroll of any roll made within the last round, including your last turn. Reality itself reshapes to accommodate the new result. For example, a wish spell could undo a opponent's successful save, a foe's critical hit, or a friend's failed save. You can force the reroll to be made with advantage or disadvantage. You can choose whether or not to use the reroll or the original roll. You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. State your wish to the DM as precisely as possible.
Right.
Yeah, so one of those was very oddly specific.
True.
It's almost as if it was written down an example for this exact situation.
I still think one of our wishes should be to understand, for like a wish for the knowledge of like the location, the map of the.
How about we get a map
of the tomb.
with all of the traps on it?
Yeah, a wish for a map with all the locations, a map of the tomb with all the trap locations, and also detailed annotations on what everything is.
Yeah,
And then the wish spell makes the dungeon completely different. And
Yeah, but more than just the traps, I would like to know the knowledge of the entire layout of the tomb, its contents, and a detailed description of its contents and pitfalls.
Okay.
General for all traps.
Yes. The
Also, what these suits of armor are.
That would be part of the traps.
the djinn nods, claps his hands very loudly, and next to you, Will,
Yeah.
appears a 25-foot by 25-foot, standing like in a frame, map of the dungeon.
Okay,
Well,
that's useful.
Yep.
I'll take it.
now say I want this, but on an iPad that I can, you know, I'm miming, squishing my fingers up.
The djinn says, "Your first wish has been granted. You have 2 more, my friends."
What's the what are the notes for this room? Olgar? Or Matt?
What does the map that we just wished for say all about this room?
Well, let's see.
Probably should have just wished for a Sarah Rack's knowledge of the tomb.
No, that might not have been good because he might have put some like madness into your brain or something like that.
That's all right. I'm already a little mad.
Dwarfs got resistance to that kind of shit.
The 2 chests in the room are triple locked and each contain a poison needle trap.
That's it.
They have, yeah, that's it for the chest. They are carved into the floor and can't be moved.
Always
Is
wish
that-
for many things.
Is that the trap on the chest, or does the map tell us the contents of the chests as well?
You did not ask for that.
I said I wanted to know all the contents of the thing.
I think you mostly just said traps.
You said contents of the tomb.
Fair. I was thinking that would contain itemized
No.
lists. That's fine. That's how genies work.
Yep.
We're gonna help you, but we're going to help you in the least helpful way possible.
Let's see.
Pretty literal about things.
They are exactly literal. They
So-
are human. They do exactly what you tell them.
Hang on. What does that say? Sometimes this thing is not particularly clear as to what's going on. Okay. The map shows you that the northwest statue is hiding a door,
Okay.
like a small little crawl space door that goes on to the next section of the tomb.
Okay.
And that is the only thing that it says.
Well, since these chests have poison needle traps, I'd say, does it say anything about the sarcophagus at all?
Nope.
If we didn't talk about the fucking enemies in the. Damn. Okay. I know what I'm doing on my time.
Well, we've got 2 more wishes, though.
We do have 2 more wishes.
You wanna go ahead and wish for the contents and knowledge of whereabouts of all contents of chests and the knowledge of the whereabouts of all
Treasures.
well, not treasures, but things that can, enemies. I mean, yeah. Wish for the contents of all chests, all treasures, and
But I'm not
all
haunted.
enemies within this room or within this dungeon.
Yeah, I would say further than that. Yeah.
Okay.
We would like to know the contents of chests and any other containers containing treasures, the locations of treasures that are not in chests or other containers that are simply in the tomb.
Okay.
And knowledge of locations of any enemies that we may encounter. in
Okay.
the tomb.
All right.
Displayed on the map.
Nope. Will's already said what the wish was. The djinn.
Well, gotta keep them alive now.
Oh, he said. No, he said we. So He snaps his fingers and it says, "It is done!" So the map does not change.
Right.
But you all now just know that inside the eastern chest is 10,000 gems.
Wow.
Which you know are enchanted to appear more valuable than they actually are.
Hey,
And-
that works in our favor.
The effect you know that the effect ends if you move more than 13 miles away from the tomb. 13 miles.
Where's the nearest village?
Further than that. Because no one wants to build their town near the Tomb of Horrors.
Once we kill the lich, we just need to set up a stand like 12 miles away.
The-
Or we just have like a fucking we have like a fucking estate sale. We have an Acererak estate sale.
The gems are the gems are in fact 10,000 pieces of quartz worth 1 gold each.
Not bad.
I mean, yeah.
The other
10,000 pieces of gold.
the other chest contains 10,000 copper pieces that are enchanted similarly to appear as if they are platinum.
That one definitely worse.
Do we even bother with either of these chests? I mean, we can get happy to do it. Just
True.
get the poison lockout, but I mean, what's the point? We're just gonna be lugging around a bunch of shit back to town.
So here's my thought, team. Before
Also,
place our third wish.
you know that there is nothing in the sarcophagus. It's just empty.
Okay.
Here's my thought. We could wish for the knowledge of how to defeat Acererak.
We already know that, though. We just need to know where his phylactery is.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, literally-
You have that knowledge now.
Yeah, true.
But what we should do is wish for each of us to gain 4 levels.
Only 4?
Why only 4? We're level 14.
Oh wait, we're level 4. Oh yeah. 6 levels each.
It goes to 20. Moving on up. Fullest possible combat potential.
That is beyond the Jinn's capability.
I don't think Matt's gonna let us over level like that.
Hey, you know.
There's a Sarek. Boom. Dead. Yeah. Throw the book at him, literally.
Well, what do you mean? What do you think's a good wish, guys? What do you think's a good last wish?
So, to answer your question, Garrett, about the phylactery, you all have magic items of some kind. To answer the question about the phylactery, he is a Demilich. Becoming a Demilich requires you to destroy the phylactery in the transformation process.
How does that work?
That's one of the components.
Yeah, it's one of the components of the spell. Yeah.
His body is just his body. He doesn't have a fucking Horcrux anywhere.
Correct. Well, Demoliches are usually just the Lich's skull. Their body is consumed in the spell process. If they succeed, they become a powerful Demolich. If they fail, they become just a flaming skull undead.
Wow, was that?
Well, okay. That's good info.
Acererak did
I
not.
think it would be beneficial.
Acererak did not fail.
I think it would be beneficial to wish that each member of our party have a magic weapon. That
can't do
is.
that.
What, you can't wish for magic weapons?
No.
No, you can. It's not one of the directly listed ones. The initial thing about not being a magic item is about to make it out of thin air. Like, if you wish for a magic item. So here's the thing, David. If you wish for a magic item, you have to wish for a specific magic item or group of magic items. And they are, well, one of two things happens. Either they're summoned to you, or you're teleported to them.
So if I were to say,
Designate for it to arrive here.
Yes.
Like, if I were to want the robes of the Archmagi, I might just be teleported to wherever those are.
Yes.
I want them, and you're just holding them inside of like whatever place, and you're like,
You show up
God.
at somebody's like house
That's like when you said,
in the robe with your hands on it.
yes. That's like when you said,
Hi.
just in the campaign, that if I wished for the belt of ogre strength, I might be teleported to the ogre wearing the belt of ogre
The belt.
Yes.
strength. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be teleported to said giant. Said person.
The belt. I mean,
It is possible to care. It is possible if you word the wish correctly. It is possible. Well, that looks interesting.
So you wish for it to appear directly in front of you while you are on the same plane of existence, location, and time that you are currently.
without the current owner showing up as well.
Yes.
Dear God.
Because you could just like, someone's holding the weapon and they just rip them through time and space to where they are now.
Yeah, and with the example like the robe of the Archmage guy, considering that the person wearing that would be either Elminster or Halaster, probably not good. Well, Elminster would probably loan it to you. Halaster, well, the Mad Mage of Undermountain would probably just obliterate the whole party.
Just literally just wipe it off the existence. Just,
Yeah.
you didn't exist.
And then rip the Tomb of Horrors out of its current position and build it and teleport it into Undermountain. Yeah. Which, by the way, your knowledge of your knowledge of a Serax's location tells you that he is through the secret door and then through another door to the south.
That makes sense.
Just see like a Dr. Wily head just
Left and left.
Dr. Eggman head just like fly out.
Yep.
Can we ask him to hold our third wish, and to follow us in case we need it?
He shakes his head and says, "You must make all 3 wishes now, or lose the 3rd one forever."
We do have the gem of wishing if we need emergency.
That's what I was thinking, like an emergency, like wish them back to life at full health.
He looks at the gem and says, "You do not want to use that gem, my friends.
Oh,
Why? What's wrong with it?
It is cursed.
what's it do?
It explodes. It will destroy you utterly when you make the wish."
Can we wish that this gym is not cursed and also will give us 3 wishes?
You cannot wish for more wishes. That is a rule of wishes. Secondly,
I'm not wishing for you to give me more wishes. I'm wishing for you to impart wishes.
he pauses for a second. Oh, you mean you want to use my last wish to undo the curse on the gem?
No.
Right, and also in that wish, it gives us 3 wishes. You make the gym, so the gym gives us 3 wishes.
Don't piss off the freak.
I'm just asking.
He says,
No, that's fine.
he says, the gem can produce an infinite number of wishes already. It just has a 2-week recharge time.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Well, how about you take off the
Well, that's
curse
super
and then
helpful
we
once
change
we
it
get
to...
You get one. You're right. We get 1 wish every 2 weeks. That's super helpful right here
Reduce
before
the
the last.
wait time.
He says, I can attempt it, my friends, but a Serax's magic is stronger than my own. If I fail,
We all die.
we all die.
Not worth it.
Yeah, no.
Well,
no.
can you remove the curse safely?
No, he goes, he goes, I do not know, I can attempt it.
That's what he was saying might kill us all.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking because then that way we get a portable wish. You know, right now we're kind of locked in this room with our wish. Can we wish for a wishing stone? Just like a clean one?
That is beyond my power.
Also, the same rule applies. You might just appear as somebody who has one.
He says, the wishing stone is one of a kind. If you wished for the wishing stone, nothing would happen. You already have it in your possession.
It would pop from my hand to your
Or he'd just be teleported next to you with his hand on the gem as well. or even if he just walks up, grabs Montagna's hand, places it on the gem, the wish is granted! Easiest wish ever!
I think we should look for some kind of protection from a Sararak, guys.
Yeah, but I think that life immunity from life drain.
Oh, hang on. Let me give you a more specific thing, because you now know you asked for knowledge of the monsters.
That's right.
So,
Shine or hush.
the life train deals necrotic damage. It would be nice to have defense against that, but you feel that more important, as a Demilich, its skull is going to have several gems placed on it. Those gems allow it to trap your soul. The target takes 76 necrotic damage, which is 1d6 more than the life drain. And if it reduces you to 0 hit points, your soul is trapped.
Okay.
Oh no, on a failed saving throw, the soul is trapped magically. On a successful save, you take the 76 necrotic damage, and if that damage reduces you to 0, you're trapped anyway. A soul trapped in the gem for 24 hours is devoured and ceases to exist. And you cannot be rezzed by any means, even the wish spell, if that happens.
Because your soul just doesn't...
Yep, it's not there. If the Demilich drops to 0 hit points, it is destroyed and turns to powder, leaving behind the gems. Crushing a gem releases the soul trapped inside, at which point the target's body reforms in an occupied space nearest to the gem and in the same state as when it was trapped.
So I think immunity to... What's that specific ability called?
Trap soul.
I think immunity to the Lich's trap soul ability would be a good... Would be a good wish, yes.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. Well, because if you fail your save, you're trapped immediately.
Yeah, we don't want... We want
Make
the
your
entire...
save,
We
then
want the...
yeah.
We want the entire trapped soul. Is it called the trap? Is it like trap soul spell?
It's trap soul ability, yeah.
Okay, that includes both the ability to trap the soul
And the damage, yes. If you become immune to the ability, you are immune to the ability, period.
Okay, so you should wish exactly for Ulfgar, Ironhide, Doggy, Lady Montoya Roberts, Hothy, and Aiden Torley to be immune to the trapped soul ability.
That's what I wish.
Okay. The Jinn smiles and says, "The best wish you have made so far. It is done!" There's a pulse of energy through the room, and he goes, "Now, if you excuse me, I have to walk out of the dungeon. At least out of this room. Now that you have freed me. I cannot teleport home in this room."
Kind of like scoots down off of his urn and just like, pardon me.
And
A
he...
little known fact was revealed to us mere mortals that when the Ifrit have to quote unquote walk on the ground, it actually makes a really disturbing slithery noise.
No, they have feet.
That's why it's disturbing. With their feet, but it makes a really weird slithering.
So he walks out of the room, and as soon as he is out of the room, he teleports back to the elemental chaos.
That's why the Ifrit are so angry all the time, because it's horribly embarrassing.
It's like having a
We
leak.
get it, bro. You vape.
Dude, fucking Ifrit were the original vapors.
All right. So you know how to get out of this room, so...
Alright, I feel like that's the extent of my turn. It is now so.
Yep. So it's Lenny Montagna's turn. You know that behind that statue is the door.
I will move up to
Okay, you push the statue aside. Reveals like a pull handle, which opens like a little trap door.
Oh, can someone throw a heal, like legitimately heal me on our next turn? On their next turn.
Also, you do know one final thing about a Serac, because you asked for the knowledge of the monsters. You know that when you enter the room, a Serac will like summon a cloud of dust, which doesn't do much. It just sort of looks imposing. But if you damage it, it gets stronger. You also know that he will not directly attack until someone tries to pick him up. Directly.
I don't pick me up. Alright, that was 20 feet of my movement, so I'll go ahead and move the rest of 30.
Okay? You know the map has shown you there are no traps in this room.
Alright.
And you know that when it widens out, immediately to the south is the door to a Serac's vault.
What's to the north?
Hang on a second. That should answer that question if that did it correctly.
Bingo.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah, I heard that.
Leads to a set of doors, which leads to more doors, which leads back out to there.
Yep.
What would have happened if
You can only see those doors from the north.
Okay.
They're one-way doors. They do not open the other way at all.
You've left and left and left again, and now your souls will die. I am ready. I end my turn there.
Okay. Then it is Hathy's turn.
I missed out on some stuff up here.
So what are we doing exactly?
We're going to kill the thing.
Well, it's technically we could check these last two rooms up here with these colored doors if we wanted to.
The top room is a trap
Oh.
that you get teleported into, according to the map. The other rooms are just full of monsters.
Matt, I just want to, using our new knowledge, do we have knowledge of what that original first Misty Gate did? Not the one that I walked through and ended up at the front of the tomb, but the first one by the Sphere of Annihilation.
If you hit them in the correct order, it teleports you to the Hall of Orbs. Otherwise,
Orbs?
yeah, the second Great Hall. If you... At the other Misty Portal, actually.
Yes.
If you do it wrong, nothing happens. You just walk into the little space beyond it.
Okay. That was just a. John, do you have anything you can heal me with?
I have healing potions.
And also, probably you need to heal yourself as well. Since
I mean, we
know
know
we're going towards the
we do
Serac.
know the contents. Yeah, couldn't we?
A Serac is here.
Couldn't we make it safe for us, knowing where all the dangers in the dungeon are?
Yeah, you could. This room is magic-proof, so a Serac can't really attack you in here.
Can we cast spells in here at all?
Negative.
Well, let's go just outside the further backside and Magnificent Mansion.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Do that long rest.
Yeah. Get a long rest, get our spell slots back, get our health back. Good idea.
We'll have the snake servants watch everything.
Okay. Alright, then you do so. You all get your health back and have all of your abilities for the final confrontation.
Oh, yes.
Also, Will, you notice that there's a very large annotation about the room a Serac is in. Like on the traps on the map.
What does it say?
Well, it says that to get to Serac, there are 2 steps first. You'll need the first and the second key. So the 2 keys you have. First, you will come upon first, you will come to a door. Well, the wall to the south it will be slightly indented from the hallway and has a small metal-lined keyhole. If the first key, the gold key, is inserted and then removed, the door will sink into the floor, revealing itself to be a stone-sheathed adamantine slab of tremendous thickness. Then, you will see there will be a small depression in the floor in the middle of the area beyond. Inserting the second key, the bronze key, and turning it to the right 3 times will cause a Serac's vault to rise rapidly from the floor, crushing to death anyone standing on top of it.
It's not good.
Okay.
The vault itself is a mithril chamber within which lies a Serac and all of his treasures, including the magic items of any adventurers who failed to destroy him.
I'm so fucking hype. Oh, John, you may want to set your health to full. I am live.
All right.
So
So we do know how to open the door.
Yep.
Not be crushed.
Yes.
what's our game plan?
Lady Montaigne Roberts and Ulfgar Ironhide go running in there, fucking bust him up.
Yes.
So I'm going to clear the initiative because we're going to do a new initiative once this battle starts.
Okay.
Because there are no further traps in the dungeon, so I don't need to...
Alright, I think we should all just kind of cluster up by the door and get ready.
Yeah, there's tight quarters in
Yeah, no joke.
So I'm gonna be back here actually.
I'll go ahead and grab that first position.
Okay.
there. Second position.
I'm gonna take this far back position where I can still hit him.
Go ahead and roll some initiative there. Sweet, fucking critical fail. Get that 1 out of the way. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that 1. Fuck that 1.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
How long before a battle can Hero's Feast be?
Can what?
It's like hours, I thought.
What was the question?
You've got a Hero's Feast. That's the thing.
Hero's Feast lasts for a day, and also the mansion has the effect of Hero's Feast in the food that you eat from it.
Okay.
I'm eating some of that Hero's Feast. Goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hero's Feast just sort of happens with the mansion.
Okay.
What does that give us?
I'm gonna bring out my book.
What does Hero's Feast give us?
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Hero's Feast. Okay, Hero's Feast. Okay, it takes an hour to consume and disperse the end. This creature becomes cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened. All wisdom saving throws made with advantage, and hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
Sweet, we should all roll 2d10.
And adjust your maximum hit point. And adjust your...
We get 2d10 hit points?
Yep.
Yep, to maximum.
Damn.
Alright. Garrett, good call.
Not getting power word killed today, bitch!
And those are not temporary hit points. Those are permanent hit point increase.
Yep.
So it increases your...
Could it?
For the day.
Yeah.
Oh, for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't stack that.
No. It raises your maximum. So even if you take damage, if you're healed again, you have those extra hit points still. All right. Matthew, are you staying there, or where do you want to be when you start?
I should probably get my handbook out so I know my abilities.
Yeah, I'm scouring my book right now. I'm getting ready for this warlock craziness.
Because I don't have my.
And also roll your initiative, please, sir.
Okay.
Oh, and I get my luck back. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
right.
Let me.
See ya.
All right.
Before we do anything, let me.
And I'm
use
gonna
the-
have True Seeing back up, Matt,
Sure.
because of reasons. Ooh boy.
You all made actually really good choices with those wishes. I felt it would be unfair for Ulfgar to not know what it was since he had had one of those items in the past.
Yeah.
That's true.
Otherwise, I would not have told you what it was.
I had said the very first night that it was the exact same person.
Yep.
Well, opening the stopper was gonna be my next movement inside that room. So
Yeah.
luckily, we were good there.
Are you ready to go?
Okay.
But Ulfgar was able to give you the information, though, that it was what it was.
Yeah.
If a player knows something, if a character knows something, a character knows it. I'm not going to restrict it just because it's an evil tomb. And Ulfgar just comes like, that's the biggest Ifriti bottle I've ever seen. It's like a luxury apartment for a genie.
So
caltrops aren't going to work against him.
probably not.
I've got
So if
potions of
everybody's
healing.
ready,
So-
I say we open the door.
I say.
By the way,
everyone
Will,
has
the map
potions of healing.
the map is on coasters, so you can move it like around. Or on casters, I mean.
Before y'all open the door, if y'all want to hold a turn for my spell, I can cast silence in that room.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, he doesn't need to exactly speak to do his spells, does he?
Um,
He
If
doesn't
it's
have a
a
mouth.
verbal component, then he can't cast it.
Give me.
not usually, unless he has special abilities.
Hold on, I'm trying to find out where I
He's
fucking.
a head with no mouth.
What pages are the feats on?
Ooh, I can cast it as a ritual too.
So I haven't
Also,
had to.
all of us that are here right now, I'm going to give everyone a health potion to have in case they go down, so their nearest neighbor can shove it down their throat.
Okay. We all gain +1 health potion. Martial adept. There we go.
Have and to hold until death do us part.
So I gain. I have riposte and disarming attack. I'm just rereading my abilities because
I've got some fucking holy oil. I've
Yeah,
got some
I'm ready for
fire.
fucking. I'm ready for fucking Sararak to miss me with a melee attack, so I can use riposte.
Hold on.
And I'm ready to disarm a Sararak.
I'm gonna send-
skull.
I'm gonna send the dog downstairs because he's like over here whining and I want to be able to focus on the fight when we start.
Yeah. Everyone pee, shot, shit, shine,
gonna go do
shower, shave before we get into this fight. I'm so glad I went out and bought Dr. Pepper so I can finally drink my liquor. I have so much fucking liquor in my apartment and I haven't drank any of it in like 3 weeks because I haven't any soda to mix it with.
Sounds like some weak shit.
Garrett, you know I don't drink fucking liquor straight. Are you kidding me? Drinking some Dr. Pepper and rum right now. Super happy about it.
If I didn't have to fucking take an hour and a half to get to work every day, I'd be drinking too.
Yeah, how's your new job?
Great, except the fucking commute sucks because no one can drive with it.
Yeah, I get that.
Every single day, there's a fucking wreck over by South Lake Town Center.
Not surprising. You
Every
gonna think
fucking
about
day.
you gonna think about moving over there once your lease is up?
No.
You don't want to live in South Lake Town Square, Garrett?
I don't have that money. I don't have
No,
that.
I mean it's over by Grapevine though. Aren't you in Grapevine?
Yeah, the new restaurant's gonna be fine.
Well, that's where you're gonna be working.
Yeah.
Have you started
like
your new job?
Yeah,
Are you
I
still
have to drive
working?
to Frisco every day.
Oh.
That's why it takes an hour and a half.
Okay. I get it. You're doing
Yeah, if it
training
took
out
me
there,
an
right?
hour and a half. Yeah, if it took me an hour and a half to get to Grapevine, I can shoot
Yeah,
myself.
where's it at?
It's,
I keep forgetting where he told me.
I would,
I mean, technically,
and then I would firebomb the place. Because I live.
technically, if you're already in a location, then it technically takes an infinite amount of time to get there. Mathematically. So if you're already in a city,
Yeah.
technically it takes an infinite amount of time to get to that city because you're already in it. You are constantly arriving in the city. Mathematically speaking.
I feel like that's a divide by zero kind of thing.
It is.
Speaking about constantly arriving,
What's the place you're working? Because I keep forgetting.
Harry's.
Harry's Steakhouse. Yes. In Frisco. Okay, that'll be cool. That'll be good.
Oh yeah, one additional piece of information
Yeah.
about a Sararak. He is in possession of the Eye of Vecna.
No, God.
Meaning he has a powerful artifact at his disposal.
Yeah, well, so do I.
No. No, that's a little bit shit compared to a fucking legendary artifact.
Wave is fucking amazing. Wave is my BFF forever.
All right.
I effect up.
Y'all strapped up?
I need some extra strappage.
Ready to stop bitching over there, Aiden? I hear you whimpering in the corner.
This fight's gonna be over in like 2 seconds as soon as fucking Ulfgar and I bust in there and unleash attacks on his fucking skull ass.
Ulfgar Blenderhide.
All I can say is murder it fast. Real fucking
I want to know what the big
fast.
deal is.
You
The
got
fact that I know what the Eye of Vecna can do, I'm glad I already pissed.
you've got 2 fucking fighters in here. All right, like
Good.
calm your asshole.
I've got meat shields to shoot over.
That's right. That's exactly what you have.
Hope y'all don't mind getting fireball. Because there's gonna be a lot of fireballs.
I have resistance.
Good!
All right, I'm ready.
Is there anything else I can cast?
Close out. I don't assume that the Trident of Fish command is going to be very useful in here.
Probably not, no.
I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Close that attunement. Hey, don't worry. If I get a crit, which can happen on a 19 or 20, it takes necrotic damage to half its maximum damage. So don't worry. Can Sararak be affected by necrotic damage?
No, he cannot. He is immune.
Oh, well, my weapon is now useless.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Surprised it doesn't heal in person.
Don't say things like that. Like, seriously, just shut your mouth. Like, don't even bring that up. You fucking moron. You fucking came out of the womb with 1 extra chromosome, moron.
I'm just telling you the truth. I want to hear.
Getting pretty rough.
Sorry, I had to come back with something that was as biting as this stupid idiot.
I'm
comment
so mad that I haven't been able to use Finger of Death yet, and I'm totally not going to be able to.
Sure you
Yeah,
can.
why do you take it?
Because I thought there might be something else in this dungeon that might try to murder us.
Besides dead things, hey, we're going into a tomb. I hope there's not dead things in there.
There was a fucking Efreeti in here. If that turned on us, y'all would have been so happy I took Finger of Death.
All right,
Yeah?
I believe it's
Yeah?
your turn.
Okay. Fuck you
I
guys.
say we open the door.
Okay.
Shut everybody up. That's what I
You. Let me zoom in here. Because this fight's going to take place in a very small area. Yeah. Let's see. So,
Yeah, 40 feet's about as far as close as I want to be to that motherfucker at any point in time.
so that is the area of the vault, by the way, the dotted line. That's what rises from the floor. So
You just crush him. You want to just crush him to dust?
he's inside the vault.
Yeah. So you said that if we do the thing that raises it, that crushes it to dust, right?
The vault is in the floor.
We have to raise the vault to get access to it.
Yes.
Oh.
He is inside.
It is a safe buried in the floor that raises up.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying it was level with us, and then when we raised it, it would crush it.
No.
Okay.
So,
Oh, that'd be great.
Will, you're going to take the first key and open the adamantine door?
Yeah.
Okay. You do so. The door descends into the ground, revealing the empty quote unquote room beyond with the keyhole in the ground. Which requires the second key. Serac doesn't do anything because he's still underground. Aiden, it's your turn.
I am going to hold.
You have the second key.
I'm going to mage hand it over to Lady Montoya.
I will accept it when he does so.
And then I will wait because that is my action.
Okay, so I'm going to clarify something here. I thought I was clear, but clearly I was not. The keyhole is in the middle of the area, dotted out by the dotted line.
Oh,
Right.
here-ish?
Yes.
So you have to get on and get off.
Yeah.
Okay. Hathy. I give it to Hathy.
You can still give it to me.
I mage hand off to your mage hand the key.
Whoever is on the thing when the key is turned the third time will be killed.
Oh, you can't like.
No.
Mage hand is useful.
Yes.
Instant kind of thing.
It's an instant kind of thing, yes. You are turned to jelly.
Like, flick, slam.
Yeah.
Don't three of us have mage hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's handing it to you so you can do it.
You're close enough to be in range to use the key on the hole. That's why he's not close enough and he doesn't want to move. So
Because I'm a scared bitch.
it's your turn, Hathy.
I will put the key in the slot.
Good. I'm gonna get first dibs on him.
I ain't afraid to say I'm a third.
All right, and you turn the key. You know you have to turn it 3 times to the right to activate it. So you do so, I'm assuming. All right. The mithril vault slams up a split second later. You're sure the bronze key is now completely destroyed.
Does that rock Vecna's head like against the table? I mean Vecna.
Asks Sarek.
Sarah.
No,
Does
he-
it not just like shoot the skull up?
No, somehow not.
I just see the whole vault just getting like elevator thrown.
Somehow the laws of inertia don't affect that.
So as you finish turning the key, the floor trembles and then abruptly rises to the ceiling. The rising floor in the southern part of the room reveals a mithril vault. There is a door in the center of the device with a ring set into it.
we know of the ring?
It's just a unlocked door you pull open.
All right.
And it's your turn, Lady Montana.
I will open that door.
All right. A low dust-covered bench is near the back wall of the vault. On and around it are an abundance of treasure. Resting on one end of the bench lies a human skull. Set within... Hold on, I have to check something. Set within the left, or within the right eye socket. Hold on. Set within the right eye socket of the skull is a ruby. Yes. Where is the list of gems that he has embedded in his ridiculousness? Yes. The skull's teeth and the top and bottom jaw have been replaced with the six-pointed marquee-cut diamonds. They actually fit into both the top and bottom socket of a tooth, so it doesn't look like his mouth, like his jaw can move at all. In the left eye socket lies an eye with a yellow iris and a slit cat-like pupil staring straight ahead, which incidentally means it's staring straight at you.
Get fucked, pussy boy. I don't want it. I want to play on the left. I don't like it.
And that was just an object interaction, so you still have your move and your actual action.
Hell yeah, I do. Now, what did you say about the sand thing that he summons? It's not
Well, as soon as you open the,
dangerous.
it's not dangerous at all. You know that it can't do anything but like posture. So as soon as you open the door, what looks like bone,
What makes it stronger?
yeah. As soon as you open the door, the bone dust that was the remains of his body swirls up into the room and forms a vaguely humanoid shape that begins to move towards you. But your knowledge that you gained from the wish spell tells you it is entirely impotent and not worth bothering with. But it is right. It's called a ghost, and if you give it enough like power, it will turn into a full ghost. You have to attack, but it is currently right there. And you have to be one square forward, Montoya, by the way, to open the door, because you would have to be right there.
I will let out a little chuckle. Oh, the Serac. Your dickless ghost means nothing to me. I will rush forward and begin attacking his skull.
Okay.
Like stabbing it with waves.
Smacking it with a wave.
Bap, bap, bap. And
Let's poke
I
at
will
it.
Give me 3 attacks.
I will abandon my shield.
Okay.
Dropping myself down to 19 AC
Okay.
to use the two-handed attack on a Serac.
All right.
Ballsy.
You hit. You miss.
Wait, do you crit on 19s?
I do crit on 19. No,
That's
I have to roll a 19.
that second one you rolled a 19.
I do crit on 19.
You did roll a 19. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Uh,
No. I didn't roll a 19. That's
19
That's
plus
You
4.
rolled a 19 with bonuses.
I rolled a 19 with bonuses. I did not roll
Be
a
Oh,
like
you rolled
rolling
a
a 20 with
17. Gotcha.
yeah, you rolled a 17 plus.
Damn. Okay.
No, that 19 is showing the crit, so it will correctly
Yeah.
crit score greater than 19. So, which I think is just crit 20. I don't know. So 29. Yeah. He is tiny.
29. Piercing.
Advanced, show bar, and name.
God, I missed on a fucking 19.
You did.
That's pretty fucking close.
Ouch.
It's all right. He's rogue. Let me cube of force. Can I activate that as a reaction, or does that have to be an action? It's an action.
You feel that wave did not do as much damage as you expected it to.
Ooh.
Oh god.
It is resistant to magic items.
Well, it could be the type of damage that wave does,
Piercing, yeah.
being that it's a skull.
Yep.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Gotta hit him with the mallet. Gotta hit him with the hammer. Gallagher, that bitch.
Fix him too.
Ulfgar, it's your turn. Is your hammer magical?
Hold on just a second.
It is if I say it.
Is it magical?
I don't think so.
Okay. It is your turn, though, Ulfgar.
I'm gonna move to here. I mean, why can I not move down? Can't move past that door.
Is there a... Let me, hold on. Oh, there is a line of sight bar there. Whoop! There you go. Should be able to move now.
I'm gonna move down here.
Okay.
He said we won't. He said it won't attack unless we pick it up.
Unless you touch it, which you've done by attacking it.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! I thought he said pick it up.
Well, touch or pick up. And I said pick up, but I meant touch.
Oh,
That's my bad.
that's all right.
He will attack if you attack him. I mean, that's just...
I wasn't gonna touch it regardless.
Yeah.
I was just gonna stab it. We were all gonna stab it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you came here for.
I'm going to attack with my both hands on the warhammer.
Okay.
You just see Lady Montaigne violently overhand stabbing. Violently overhand smashing this thing.
You miss on the first one. You hit on the second. You hit on the third.
Good.
Okay. Your hammer does no damage.
Yep. Oh, fuck. So we gotta damage him with magical means.
I'm worthless.
It's fine.
Throw you my whip.
Is it magical?
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Throw me the whip.
Who uses a whip?
It is a Sararak's turn.
Oh fuck.
Oh god.
Unless.
Got
No, I don't think- no,
blue
Daggy-
card to play.
Well, Jason was telling me last week. He was saying like, "Oh, well, I would have given you the hammer too," but I don't know if he actually did or not. I don't think we.
Does he have a...
He has that like. He has that one hammer that makes you evil. Or like makes you want to do bad things.
Oh, the Berserker Axe.
Oh, the axe, yeah.
If you want it, you can have it. It's in the party.
So, and Matt, my Fiendish Resilience is necrotic.
Okay.
I mean, if it came down to it, I would probably
So, yeah.
rather use the axe than the whip.
Yeah, I think that's a smart idea for you to have that on your next turn.
Yeah. Is it?
Does it follow the same rules as a warhammer?
Oh, you have to be attuned to it, though.
Well, you had plenty of time to attune to it.
Okay.
You've been through the Magnificent Mansion several times. It can be any axe, so it can be equal to a warhammer if it's a battle axe. Would you like to say that that attack you made was with the Berserker Axe?
No, we'll save it till next time.
Okay. Fair enough.
For the sake of fairness.
It is a Sararak's turn. Let's see here.
It's the exact same stats, though, but it does... What kind of damage does it do?
Slashing. Yeah.
Slashing?
Alright, we'll just remember that. Now get ready for our assholes to get roasted.
This is a nice hallway. I like it in this hallway.
It's a good thing you're in that hallway.
Yeah.
So
On us.
the skull floats into the air.
Oh fuck.
Or when I do what?
When you toss us those heels, you useless magic user.
Have any fucking heals?
Oh, I also get 14 more hit points.
Why is that not showing me that? That's weird. Suddenly the compendium is not doing anything.
Oh no, Sarah can't attack because the compendium is down.
Guess it loses its turn.
Oh no, all 6 of his seconds are gone.
Oh, don't worry. I have backup access to those things. I have digital versions of all the books.
There's a mini of the Juggernaut that rolls down the hallway.
Oh, come on. Am I just spelling this wrong or something?
Oh
Nope.
God.
There we go.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right. So
Shield grants 2 AC, right?
it floats into the air and turns to rotate to face most of the party. Currently, you're seeing the back of the skull, Ulfgar. And you see the eye of Vecna, Lady Montaigne, kind of wobble in the eye socket as if it's looking around. And lock on to Aiden behind you.
No!
Aiden, I need you to make me.
Oh god.
Let's see. What is the DC for that? I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank god. Advantage. And because I'm a scared little bitch,
I feel like a 21's got you, Garrett.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a d10 with the Dark One's luck. I'm gonna add that on there.
You know you're trying to succeed or not. You gotta.
He
That's 22 now.
he has to do it before I tell. Yeah, he has to do it before I tell him whether or not it succeeds.
Okay.
You succeed,
Okay.
and the Crown of Madness cast from the Eye of Vecna does not affect you.
Oh god. I would have murdered you all.
And it's
I know about that.
it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Fucking waste this sucker then.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Well, all my AoE I'm not gonna do yet.
Where do we die first?
Yeah. Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and give him 3 beams of the old Eldritch Blasto.
That hits. That hits.
This is the most annoying system.
Miss.
Last one, dope. Alright. Well. And then I'm gonna hurl him through hell.
Does that okay? Okay.
Isn't that just like a terrible transportation spell?
When you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature to transport the target through the lower planes. This creature disappears and hurtles through a nightmare landscape. At the end of your next turn, the creature returns to the space it previously occupied, or the nearest unoccupied space. If the target is not a fiend, It takes 10d10 psychic damage as it reels from its horrific experience.
I'm gonna remove the dotted line thing. We don't need that in there anymore.
So, hi, bitch. Say hi to Dad for me.
So I imagine it's like in Dragon Ball Z, where the
No,
guy,
no.
whatever it was, Frieza's Return, where he's like he's hurled through this like land of like puppy dogs and rabbits and everything. Nice.
It's the two German devils that are want to pump.
Yes. My name is Hans, and they're literally named Hans and Franz after the Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it psychic damage?
Yep, psychic.
Okay.
Count as a fiend?
Nope, he's an undead.
Dead. He's a Demilich.
Okay. So, Haffy.
See how I said I was gonna fuck you?
Yeah, about that. Haffy, it's your turn.
Cast fifth level bestow curse
On whom?
on a Serac.
He is not on the material plane. Garrett hurled him through hell.
Down the elevator through hell.
No, I thought it was all.
At the end of his next turn, he'll be gone until it goes all the way through the cycle.
Do you have any buffs that you can give us?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any buffs.
Also,
Uh,
I
most
forgot
of
to
my
do.
spells are healing spells, restorations. I'm gonna curse him so that he has disadvantage, wisdom saving throws, and the like, and then I'm going to polymorph him probably.
Just hold it then.
Yeah, you could hold it until he comes back.
So
Okay.
Yeah, hold it.
It's
for
gonna
his
go
arrival.
my turn, and then so you have a full turn to do whatever the fuck you want. Get wherever you want to be. Position yourself accordingly.
I think I'm happy where I am.
Okay.
Laugh when he comes back out of hell and he's really stronger than he was when you sent him through.
Dangerous.
Lady Montaigne, it's your turn.
I will hold an attack for when he. Or I'm gonna re-equip my shield and then hold an attack for when he comes. I will attack him when he arrives again. It's back up to 20.
I would actually tell y'all. I can't. It's not my turn. I should have done it. It was my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine. That's my turn.
Okay.
We'll wait for him.
Wolfgar.
Come back.
I will hold action to attack him when he reappears.
And you're switching to the axe.
Yeah, I am not using the axe.
Okay.
That kind of makes a good like transition for switching to that axe. That's fine.
Garrett,
Yes.
roll me a d6.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's like that's not a use of my spell.
Roll me a d20 5 times.
Oh no! Why? So 5d20.
Separate rolls, but you can do it as 5d20 if you want. Okay. Okay.
What was supposed to happen?
Actually, you're good. Almost.
Oh God.
Okay, yeah, you're good. One more try. No, just to see. Okay, yeah. All right, so it's your turn, Garrett. What are you doing?
That's a good question. What does mirror image do again?
Makes duplicates of you. That makes you harder to hit.
Because I'm thinking that sounds like a good idea, because he's probably going to be pissed about his one-way trip. Little boy, you're going to hell. I didn't actually expect to be using this many spells. Mirror image duplicates yourself in space. How long does it last? 1 minute. So if I use a spell, it's just one duplicate.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast that. I'm gonna cast mirror image.
I like to think you're like, oh God, what have I done?
Oh shit. Oh. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. Yeah. Cancel, go back. Not using mirror image, he has the eye effect now. Wait, would my character know that?
Roll me an Arcana.
Oh god.
You can do it, Garrett.
Yeah, you know.
Ooh, thanks, Dad. Yeah, I'm not gonna cast mirror image.
Okay.
Fuck, what am I gonna do? Apparently stand here like an asshole and waste everybody's time.
Hold a spell for his return.
Well, it's gonna go through my... It's gonna be at the end of this turn that he comes back.
You can still hold. You can still hold a spell.
You'll still get to act, won't you?
Yeah. I need to see what the range of a spell is.
What spell?
If we're holding an action, if we're holding
60 feet.
60 feet?
Yep.
If we're holding an action for a specific instance, then doesn't it just trigger automatically without forcing our turn?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold... It's 30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was about to say, wait, hang on. It's 30 feet.
So I'm gonna get an optimum witch bolting range.
Okay.
Which would be right. Yeah.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to hold a level 5 witch bolt
Okay.
to hit him once he reappears.
Alright. So, there's a crack, like sound like thunder. As a Serac reappears.
I have to manually enter this because it's not in the codex.
He does not appear to have taken any damage from his trip.
Oh.
Further, there's another crack from behind you.
Oh no.
For fuck's sake. Well, my spells are gonna go off. Oh, what the fuck?
He brought friends back with him.
What? I'm not prepared.
Do you think this would be an easy fight?
No, but I didn't expect him to bring someone back. Range spell attack. So that would be... That's my spell modifier.
Well, we're all holding our actions for a Serac, so that doesn't that mean we have to
He's
initiate
back
on
now.
a Serac?
Yep, you have to target them on the Serac.
I assume if we kill a Serac, his friend also dies.
Oh no, that's not how this works.
Oh, fuck me.
I highly doubt it 14 hits.
No. No, it does not.
I'm gonna use luck. I'm gonna use luck. I'm gonna that one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna luck that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna luck that one.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, that hit.
So that is
Just so you know,
1d12.
What'd you say, Will?
so just so you know, the 18 would have hit.
No, it wouldn't have.
No, it would not.
I rolled a 19 earlier and it didn't hit him.
He has an AC above 20.
So 5d12. Lightning.
Okay.
25 lightning.
Lightning.
I like the 12 in there.
I like that 12 a lot. But I don't like all those 4s, 3s, and 2s.
You rolled so bad.
You're telling me
Okay, that did a good amount of damage to him.
ability to do 60 damage in that.
Lady Montana, you and Ironhide, your attacks they're prepped to go off, so you each get your 3 attacks since you ready your attack actions.
Oh boy.
I'll go ahead and roll mine first.
Go for it.
What's the skull fucker doing?
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Oh!
You don't have one anymore.
Oh, my clit.
Fuck. The same damage both times? Okay. Or, no, not the same. It looked like it was the same for a second there. Let's see.
Really? +2?
Hold on. So that's 13.
Rolling a d6.
Yeah. 13. 27. 38. 42.
Let's say rectum.
Well, about that. Hang on. No.
The necrotic damage makes him more powerful.
No, well. No, he's just immune. That doesn't make him more powerful.
Oh, my God.
What necrotic damage?
From Wave.
Yeah, Wave does necrotic damage on the crit. Equal to half the character's total hit points.
Oh. No.
It's pretty powerful.
Okay. So. Your strikes ring true. And on the 3rd hit, the skull shatters, turning to dust. The Dimolichus Serac is no more.
Wow.
However, there's still the demon that got pulled back through with Hurl Through Hell, so...
I'm coming for you next, bitch!
I'm Emperor Palpatine, and suddenly I feel back.
You hear pig-like breathe, like snorting behind you, turn around. Oh, no.
Oh God! Why does it smell like bacon?
Hathy, it's your turn.
How big is the demon knife?
Large.
So like a 20 by 20 would hold him?
A what?
So like a 20 by 20 would hold him?
Yes, he would be inside 20 by 20, yes.
He's 10 by 10.
Yeah.
I'm clenched.
Prison in the shape of a cage can be on a side. Made from bars, half-inch diameter bars, spaced half-inch apart. It's a prison in the shape of a box, creating a solid barrier that prevents any matter from passing through it and blocking any spells cast into and out of the area.
Okay.
Can you put him in a 5?
Visible and cube shape. And then let's see. Creature inside the by non-magical means. Creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to leave the cage. Has to make a charisma saving throw. On a success, the creature can use magic. On a failure, the creature can't leave the cage and waste spell or effect.
Okay.
It also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel.
Okay. All right. Lady Montaigne, it's your turn again. Or it's your actual turn now.
Just
Alright.
my bacon.
Good spell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
With your spell active, can I poke it?
Nope. Physical objects cannot pass through the cage.
All matter. And spell.
I'm going to posture menacingly at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell it I killed its boss and that it's a weak piece of shit.
This cage only lasts for an hour.
Ulfgar, your turn.
Well, I wanted to do something about the demon, and then I was blocked off from it.
What were you going for?
I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. Or an axe.
I would have done that, but I can't get anything through the cage.
Well, gee, David, maybe that's why I said I was going to do something about it before I got blocked off.
Oh, I thought you were assuming I was blocking you.
No.
Because I took your spot.
I'm afraid the Serac isn't dead. That was way too easy.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I just force cage.
Yep.
We have an hour to do it. We have to
I move here and ready my attack to attack anything that attacks me.
Okay.
Or anything that's hostile.
That's a nice, neat demon name.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't happen. And let's make a charisma saving throw.
Do it.
Lower the cage. I'm ready to fight it.
Whoops. Why is it rolling an advantage? Oh well. Normal rule, so left-hand rule. It does not make the save. It tried to teleport.
Thank goodness. Just keep them in there.
Is that eyeball still in the room?
Yeah, it's on the ground in the middle of the pile of dust. And it's your turn.
Well then. Just sitting out there
Yep.
in a pile of dust.
Yep. Well, a pile of dust and gems.
Yeah, I'm gonna mage hand it from here and just
Okay.
scoop that into a pocket,
Okay, you have the Eye of Vecna in your possession.
which may or may not be a terrible thing.
Just attune to it. You should be fine.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah, just
Totally
attune to
fine. May or may not do that at a later date. But it's in my pocket now. And I'm gonna move back just to right here. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Hathy?
Contemplate my life choices.
Drop the cage. I'm gonna kill it.
So you said the mage is dead.
Serac is dead, yes.
And his phylactery is destroyed.
Doesn't have a phylactery.
Never existed in the first place.
Dimoliches don't have phylacteries. They have to destroy their phylactery in the process of becoming a Dimolich from being a lich.
Right.
Becoming a Dimolich doesn't sound very useful.
Well, a lot of Dimoliches go out of their way to make it look like they still have a phylactery. To make adventurers waste time looking for the phylactery. Also, they can soul... The way they don't have a phylactery per se. What happens is, if they have a soul trapped in one of the gems in their skull, it takes the place of a phylactery.
Oh,
Crush the gems. Crush the gems.
Yep.
Well, the gems glow if they have a soul trapped in them, and they are not glowing.
Are they okay?
No.
No, it specifically says he does not currently have any souls when you go in there. So
Well, I guess we can just leave the tomb now then.
No, we can't leave a demon rampaging on this plane of existence. I gotta kill it.
No, he's got to go back eventually.
he will return to the abyss in 1 hour, which is the same time the cage disappears.
Perfect.
That sounds like a great thing.
Yeah.
Technically, according to the timing, he should disappear just before the cage.
Yes, just before the cage disappears. Yes.
Well, okay. Then I guess we're solid.
All right.
But the thing is, we can't get past him to get out of here. We got to go all the way.
Yeah, you gotta backtrack all the way back, which you cannot do.
Okay.
I guess we'll.
The adamantium door in the chamber of pillars seals behind you,
Fuck.
so you have to wait here for an hour.
We gotta fucking stand here with our dick in our hands for an hour.
And that ghost in the other rooms just.
Well, the ghost disappeared when Asrek disappeared. Sorry.
I was gonna say he's just spooping around doing nothing because we're not gonna hit nothing.
He's like, "Woo! You better watch out! I'm gonna get you."
I'm gonna get you.
It was
He just lightly brushes your face with a sandy hand. He's like, "That's spoopy. Ooh,
That's spoopy enough for you.
You better attack me."
okay. So this is pretty much the end. You have defeated a Sararak.
You said pretty much the end.
Pretty much the end.
Well, just walking back out of the tomb. I mean, if you wanna,
I really thought a Sararak was gonna be harder to kill.
he has 80 hit points. The difficulty is he is immune to a lot of damage types, so eventually he goes away.
What damage types is he immune to?
All non-magical weapons.
Yep.
No.
Fair enough.
Let's see here. Let me bring his thing back up.
Is he immune to psychic damage?
No. Wait, yes. He is immune to psychic damage.
Damn.
Yeah, Hurl Through Hell did nothing.
It said give us a turn to prepare to kick his ass.
Yeah. Immune to necrotic, poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons, resistance to magical weapons, and immune to being charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, or stunned.
So did my crits negate the immunity or the resistance?
No, you just did enough damage to kill him, even with the resistance.
Yeah, boy.
Between Emperor Palpatine and Mrs. Stabby over here.
Well, I guess I have to get used to my new life as a woman.
True.
Yep.
Although we do have,
for everybody but David.
you could wish yourself back into a man, and I toss him the wish gem.
No, that will just explode me.
Suicide wish gem.
Either my options are stay as a woman or commit suicide.
Actually, you know enough. The knowledge you've gained from the wishes actually give you the full information on what that gem does. So here's how it works. When you make the wish, you roll initiative.
Okay.
Now, normally I don't tell you why I would have you roll initiative, and since we already had initiative rolled, I would just go off the initiative we have at the start of the next round. At initiative count 0, the gem explodes, instantly disintegrating anyone within 15 feet.
So you have to wish. You have to wish for whatever you want to wish for and chunk it.
Yes.
Well, we can do that.
At this point, you could literally use it as a wish/hand grenade, since you know how it works.
That would have been hilarious. That's what we should have done. We should have opened it, wished for something, and chunked the grenade at Sarah.
Okay, so since you've beaten the Serac, let me tell you other ways you could have killed him.
Okay.
1. Stuff him in a bag.
What?
I considered that.
Stuff him in a bag.
Bag of holding.
No. Stuff him in a bag, a mundane bag, because he can't get out. Carry him to the grinning devil face in Area 6.
Shove him in.
and shove him in.
Can he not attack while he's in that bag?
He has to have line of sight.
Oh my god.
Would he-
That's awesome.
A bunch of motherfuckers rolling here with a bag.
Yeah, just walk up with the bag, just scoop.
like fucking ISIS rolls up and dumps a bag over his head.
So, so I saw that on a post of somebody saying unusual ways people have beaten the Tomb of Horrors, and I was like, that is amazing. The other way you can kill him, and so normally he does not have the Eye of Vecna. I added the eye in because you asked for immunity to his soul drain. A whole bunch of spells you can cast freely.
I was worried about the disintegrate.
Yeah, it gives disintegrate and a whole bunch of other spells. That don't require verbal, somatic, or material components. They just the eye does them. Yep. But if the eye is removed from the socket, the person it's attuned to dies instantly.
And I guess that wouldn't be an attack. We could just walk up and pull that out.
Yep.
God, black bag him.
I love that. That's amazing. Like, I mean,
Like the irony is, people have stayed in this team for like thousands, and then not even like a great adventure would end up.
Right?
just some guy just like stumbles through it. It's like, dude, look, check out this fucking sweet skull, and just throws it in a bag, and then he's trapped forever. It's like, damn it! Why did I become a demon lich?
So, gentlemen.
It was much cooler.
So, gentlemen, that is the Tomb of Horrors.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
That was pretty great.
Hilarious.
That was indeed pretty great.
Hey. It's pretty lichy.
This has been absolutely incredible. So much fun.
Don't we get like a certified magic thing?
Get a what?
Like
A cert.
epic magic item or something?
I did.
Using this?
I did.
The Eye of Vecna.
I got an artifact.
There are 4 magic items in the room. A Defender, a Sword of Vengeance, a Berserker Axe, and a Spear of Backbiting.
Ugh. Spear of backbiting.
What does the spear of backbiting do?
It's cursed.
Yeah.
Cursed spear.
You always have to have it in one hand or the other. If you put it on your back to carry it, it hurts you.
Isn't it if you like throw it, there's a chance that it can come back and hit you?
The boomerang spear.
I'm looking at it.
That was incredibly fun.
I hope it
I
hurts
feel-
the people you hit it with
I feel so fucking accomplished.
for 2d4 years.
Whenever you roll a 1 in an attack roll using this weapon, the weapon bends or flies to hit you in the back.
Yeah.
Make a new attack roll with advantage against your own AC. If the result is a hit, you take damage as if you had attacked yourself with the spear.
Wow. That's not very good.
That is brutal.
There's a sword of vengeance.
What does it give you for like a what's the positive spin on that thing for you
It's a-
to actually want it?
It's a +2 returning spear.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good, but
That is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I guess the only thing better is like an artifact.
Yeah, that's pretty. What is the sword of
Amazing. Whoever posted this fucking comic is amazing.
Yep.
What'd you say, John?
What's the sword of vengeance? Or what were the other magic items?
Defender, which is a sword that allows you to swap out its attack bonus every round for a boost to AC. And the Berserker Axe is... Yeah, there's another one in here.
Oh, right. Wish it were like a berserker hammer.
No, it has to be a... Huh. This sort of vengeance, I know, does additional damage to enemies of opposed alignment, but I can't look it up, so I don't know. It's not listed in the PDF of the book either. But you all have succeeded, so what did y'all think of this adventure? I know you said already you thought this was pretty cool, but general thoughts?
It was good.
Excellent. I think the danger curve is a little too low because we all finished this with full health.
Well, we played smart.
Yeah, you played smart, yeah.
I guess we did.
There are a lot of traps of instant death that you avoided either by luck, by the wishes.
Are there still instant death traps in this?
No. No more instant death traps.
No, I mean, like, were there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess there were some of the doors that, like, smashed you instantly.
So,
And one right there at the end.
for example, the doors into the room, the doors in the room with the multicolored staircase, if you try to break them down, they begin to bleed. The blood of all they begin to bleed. The blood of all the adventurers that ever died in the tomb, and slowly flood the room. If you cast any sort of fire spell that turns to a poison gas that kills you instantly. No save. You're just dead.
If I had inserted the silver cap into the doors, what would...
It kills you instantly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I fucking leapt out with that fucking staff twice.
Yeah, you did. That's pretty awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's for
Yeah, no, that was that module is pretty awesome. I'm glad to say that I've finally played through it.
Yep, y'all did very well.
We did much better than I was expecting us to.
Now I just have to wait, like 5 to 10 years, and then I can play it again.
Do what you say, Will?
So now I just have to wait 5 to 10 years, and then I can play it again.
What do you mean?
So I don't remember all the tricks and treats.
Ah.
That I can just naturally forget all of it.
All right. Well, that ended pretty quick, which I had a feeling it would, because you only had a couple of rooms left.
Yeah, we didn't have much left.
So, do we want to discuss the idea for the new campaign idea I was going to try and start once we were done with this?
Sure.
Which was the set in modern times campaign.
I am interested.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, because the stream was for Tomb of Horrors, and I don't want the same stream.
Goodbye, stream.
All right.
Thanks for
Yep.
Thank you for coming with us on this ride, this journey that we have all undertaken together. I feel like it's grown us as human beings, and we all have cherished and
This has gotten too gay.
memories forever. Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
I think we're all stupider for having heard that.
David just wants to slap his dick again.
All right, so before I end the stream, I'm going to do a little audio credits here. So, yeah. So, the part of the warlock, Aiden Torrell, was played by Garrett. Lord Montague / Lady Montagna was played by David.
Thank you. Thank you. Truly, it's been an honor to be a part of this stage play.
Oh my god.
The part of Danger Noodle Snake Man Hathy was played by John.
Yeah,
Danger
yeah,
Noodle.
yeah.
John's brother. I can't ever remember your brother's name.
Jason.
Jason, thank you. I knew it was another J name. Jason played the appearing, disappearing hobgoblin, Daggy, who was not with us tonight, unfortunately. But Daggy's applauding in the background at your excellent work at destroying the Serac. And plans to murder you in your sleep because he's evil.
It's okay. I'm evil now too.
Only once you use the die. And lastly, Ulfgar Ironhide, extra-dimensional traveler from the world of Chiron, is played by Will.
Thank you. Thank you.
And of course, I am the DM, playing everything else that tried to murder them horrendously, including the dungeon itself. And we thank you all for watching this 5-part adventure through the Tomb of Horrors.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Won't get high.
Bye-bye now.